Welcome to today's lecture. Today we will be studying about the superficial fascia of the anterior abdominal wall. The superficial fascia is present just below the skin. It is a layer which is made up of fatty connective tissue. It is present maximum in the lower half of the abdomen. Superior to the umbilicus, the superficial fascia is a single layer. Inferior to umbilicus, the superficial fascia is split. It has been divided into two layers. Below the umbilicus, the two layers are: one is a superficial fatty layer called as campus fascia, CAMPER, campus fascia, and the deep membranous layer, and that is called the Scarpa's fascia, SCARPA, Scarpa's fascia. So in this picture what you can see, this is the anterior abdominal wall. So just below the skin you are having the superficial fascia. So we are studying about this superficial fascia, and above the umbilicus, so the superficial fascia is single layer. Below that you can see the superficial fascia will be divided into two layers. So this is one layer, that is the campus fascia, that is the fatty layer of superficial fascia, and one more layer what you can see over here. So this is the Scarpa's fascia, that is the membranous layer. So the campus fascia and Scarpa's fascia is seen below the umbilicus. So in between both the layers, that is in between the campus fascia and the Scarpa's fascia, you will have blood vessels and nerves. So now coming to this campus fascia, what you can see, this entire thing what you can see, that is the fatty layer or campus fascia. So it contains fat and it varies in thickness. It is greatly increased in obese individuals and very thin in people with low body fat. It is continuous with the superficial fascia of the adjoining part of the body. So this picture is being shown so that we'll have an idea how the superficial fascia is entering into the male reproductive organs. So what you can see here, so this diagrammatic representation of the penis. So what you can see here, so this is the superficial fatty layer, whereas this is the membranous layer. Whereas this is just to show the scrotum. This is the superficial fatty layer, then this is the, behind it is the membranous layer. So in men, the superficial layer continues over the penis and is devoid of fat and fuses with the deep layer of superficial fascia. So over the penis, the superficial as well as the deep layer will fuse, and there is absence of fat over the penis. So it also continues into the scrotum, where it forms a specialized facial layer containing smooth muscle, and it is called the dartos muscle, DARTOS, dartos muscle. Whereas in women, the superficial layer retains some fat and is a component of the labia majora. This picture is showing the deep membranous layer of superficial fascia, and that is called the Scarpa's fascia. So this Scarpa's fascia is thin and membranous and made up of elastic type of fibrous tissue. In the midline, you can see it is attached to the linea alba and also to the symphysis pubis, where both the hip bones meet. On each side, it is separated from underlining external oblique muscle. So this is the external oblique muscle. So it is separated from it by a layer of loose areolar tissue. So inferiorly what you can see, it is continuous into the thigh just below the inguinal ligament. So here you will have one ligament called inguinal ligament, which is extending from the anterior superior iliac spine present in the hip bone up to the pubic tubercle. So here we will have the inguinal ligament. So below the inguinal ligament you can see the deep layer of superficial fascia, that is the Scarpa's fascia, which is getting attached. So here on the thigh, the fascia which is present is called the fascia lata. L-A-T-A, fascia lata. So the superficial fascia, that is the Scarpa's fascia, will attach to the fascia lata just below the inguinal ligament. So in men, in this picture, what you can see, the Scarpa's fascia is continuous over the penis and it blends with the superficial layer to form the Buck's fascia, B-U-C-K, Buck's fascia, which is called the fascia of the penis. So this is the Buck's fascia. Then they also continue into the scrotum while it is replaced by the dartus muscle. Then they continue into the perineum to form a superficial fascia of the perineum, which is called the Colles fascia, C-O-L-L-E. This is the Colles fascia. Then in women, it is continuous into the labia majora and anterior part of the perineum. Coming to clinical importance, if any surgery is being made in the anterior abdomen, the Scarpa's fascia serves as a firm unit for the suturing of the superficial fascia. Secondly, the extravasated urine which is produced due to rupture of urethra will be prevented from entering the ischiorectal fossa. Thank you for watching. I am Dr. Benjamin, Assistant Professor, P.K. Das Institute of Medical Sciences, Vanyankulam, Palakkad, Kerala. Thank you.